Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing from EON Resources, and let me tell you, it involves some financial maneuvering that's a bit like trying to fold a fitted sheet. It's tricky, but we'll get it sorted. In this report, EON Resources basically swapped some old debt for new debt. They exchanged old notes and warrants for new convertible notes, which is like trading in your old car for a newer model but still owing the bank money. We will try to understand why and what it means. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. So this is a Form 8K filing that basically means EON Resources is telling the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, about something important that happened. In this case, it's about unregistered sales of equity securities, which sounds complicated, but it just means they sold some investments that weren't registered with the SEC. Scroll item 3.02 unregistered acquires of equity security scroll. Here's the gist of what happened. Back in 2023, EON Resources made some deals with investors. These investors bought what are called notes, which are like promises to pay back money, and warrants, which are like coupons that let you buy stock at a certain price. The warrants allowed the investors to buy shares of EON Resources Class A common stock, which is the regular stock that anyone can buy. The number of shares they could buy with these warrants was equal to 3/4, or 75% of what they originally paid. Fast forward to May 8, 2025, EON Resources made a new deal with 11 of these investors. They exchanged the old notes and warrants for new convertible promissory notes. Think of it as trading in your old coupons for a chance to win a bigger prize. The total amount of these new convertible notes was $6.85 million. In exchange, the investors gave up old notes worth $2.95 million shares. It's like saying, here's my old stuff. Give me something new that might be worth more later. So what are these convertible notes? Well, they're a bit like a loan that can turn into stock. These notes mature or come due on January 31, 2028, and they earn interest at a rate of 7.5% per year. It's like having a savings account that you can turn into company stock if you want to. EON Resources can pay off these notes early at any time without having to pay any extra fees. This is a good thing for the company because it gives them flexibility. If they have the cash, they can get rid of the debt. The investors can convert these notes into shares of Class A common stock, basically turning their loan into ownership in the company. The price at which they can do this is a bit complicated. It's either $0.25 per share or 90% of the average of the 3 lowest prices of the stock over the 10 trading days before they convert. Whichever is higher per share, or 90% of the average of the 3 lowest prices of the stock. Over the 10 trading days before they convert, whichever is higher. Now here's a twist. If EON Resources sells Class A common stock for less than the conversion price automatically goes down. It is as if the company is saying, we sold stock cheaper, so you also get to convert at a cheaper rate. This protects the investors from getting a bad deal if the company sells stock at a discount. Also, if EON Resources offers better terms on any other securities they issue, these investors get those better terms too. If they want, this is like saying, if we give someone else a better deal, you get it too. EON Resources issued these convertible notes under an exemption from the usual registration requirements, meaning they didn't have to go through all the red tape with the SEC. They used something called Section 3 9 of the Securities Act of 1933, which allows companies to exchange securities without registering them. Scroll exhibit Chwokus. If you want to read all the fine print, you can check out the exhibits filed with this report. They include the actual exchange agreement and the form of the convertible promissory note. These documents have all the details, so you can see exactly what everyone agreed to. So what's the big picture here? EON Resources is basically restructuring its debt. They're swapping old debt for new debt, which can be a way to get better terms or manage their finances more effectively. It also gives these investors a chance to own more of the company if they convert their notes into stock. Now, let's step back and look at what this might mean for EON Resources. On one hand, it shows they're actively managing their debt, which is good. They're trying to make sure they have the financial flexibility they need. On the other hand, it means they're still relying on debt to finance their operations. If they're constantly issuing new debt, it could be a sign that they're struggling to generate enough cash on their own. One thing to watch is the conversion price of those notes. If the stock price stays low, the investors might convert their notes, which would dilute the existing shareholders' ownership. If it goes high, then it means they've grown and everyone wins. Ultimately, this filing is a snapshot of EON Resources' financial strategy. They're playing a bit of a balancing act, trying to manage their debt while still attracting investors. It's a situation that requires careful attention. Alright, that's our breakdown of EON Resources' latest filing. What's your take on these financial moves, and what do they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for even more discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.